What's up everyone, in today's video I'll be giving a quick mechanic overview of each boss on Heroic in the Aberrus, the Shadow Crucible 10.1 raid, and let's get right to it. First we got Kazzara the big boy. You're going to want to tank him where he is and hero on pull. Then you're going to tank swap on Terror Claws. People targeted with Dread Rift take them to the edge of the room. This spawns a circle that needs to be closed. People targeted with Rays of Anguish have a beam chase them and they run to the rift to close it. It also leaves behind a deadly trail, so please avoid that. Wings of Extinction is a knockback that does some damage. Hellbeam is a frontal you should dodge, and he also pulls his AoE and spams swirlies. The amount of mechanics increases the longer the fight goes on. Amalgamation Penetration. Tank the bosses apart. They apply a debuff so you have to switch midway through. They phase once one hits 50%, so try to damage evenly and split into two groups. You might be able to outgear and tank them together, but do at your own risk. Here, once they are combined into one. Fire Guy. Swirling Flames is a fire tornado that shoots out from the boss. Molten Eruption fire circles one person can soak. Fiery Meteor is an all soak for that side, and that's the indicator to swap sides. Purple Nurple. Umbral Detonation is a circle you run to the edge, which drops a puddle. Each puddle will spawn a ball and moves to the boss's location, so you have to kite him a bit forward. Coalescing Void. This is the fall off circle he emits, and you have to just run out and it'll just try to suck you in. Also, that's the swap to the other boss. Flame Slash and Shadow Spike are the tank hits. P2, so now we hero. Once these combined, there's a tank combo. Once one gets hit with Withering Vulnerability, the other one taunts and gets hit with Shadow Flame Burst, which is a frontal. Blistering Twilight. Bring that circle far to the left or far to the right. It drops behind a puddle with tornadoes spewing out of them. To dodge that. Convergent are soaks. They then spawn balls that converge on the soak, so do not touch the balls. Gloom is an all soak, and then you run to the other side, basically out of the circle, and then tank them there. Experiments. Azure Strikes is the tank mechanic. Bosses apply a debuff and you cleanse it by touching the other tank with that debuff, and it'll explode and do raid damage. I think it's 6 stacks. Bellowing Roar. Fall off circles that you could ignore with personals. Rending Charge. Jumps to 3 targets. Just don't stand near them or in the arrow's path. Massive Slam is just a frontal. The second one, Spore, is mass swirlies. There's a Dispel debuff. Essentially, it creates a big circle on clearing, and then it spawns an ad you have to melt. It'll also duplicate after it goes off, so more appear the longer you go into the fight. Want people to try to stack them for when it goes off so you can quickly melt the ads. I think you hero at 2 minutes on Thaldron. And the third one is it disintegrates marks players, and it's just a spread circle. Knock the yellow ball away from the boss, and don't stand in the strafe run. Civilized Meeting of the Zaqauil. Can hero on pull, DPS boss until he gets to 50% and heavy cudgel as a frontal. Split into 2 groups, going to close on the far ledges. DPS the guy with the shield to break it and kill the ads. Boss will leapfrog, focus him when he's on your side. He phases around 25%, so he might only go to the left side once, meaning if you have the DPS, you break the shields, kill the ads, then kite him to the center once he appears. B3, he'll heal a little bit, just keep DPSing and nuke the ads. Everyone's going to get marked, just spread out, dodge the frontals. You need to have 2 different groups alternate to soaking the door. Rashok. Hero on pull and kite around the outer edges of the room. Searing Slam. Drop that circle near the edge. It spawns a ball that pulses lava to dodge. Charge Smash is an all soak. Doors of Flame spawns a lot of soaks. Tank 3-hit combo is Fire and Earth. Can't get hit by the same one twice. Taunt in between. Shadow Lava Blast is a frontal. Before 100 energy, you bring him to the center. Once he's inside the center, he'll start pulsing AoE that ramps in damage over time. There's also going to be a mass amount of swirlies, so use healer cooldowns and defensives. Zskarn. Hero pull and kite balls around the edges of the room. Fire circles will appear, just kite them away from him. Blast Wave is a knockback. Move away from the group with these. Try to immune/tank soak bombs. Nuke these guys and stop them from casting. They also drop that thing that lets you disable the bombs. These heads become active, just run away from them. Magmorax. Hero pull and tank on the edge. Taunt swap after the maws. Soak the swirlies. Spread circles around the boss. Soak them dry, they apply a dot. Blazing Breath is a frontal. There's a knockback, but it's nothing crazy. Just don't have your back near the fire. Tentacle of Neltharion. P1. Bring the balls forward. Everyone runs up to not get zoned. Bring these circles away from the people. Never have your back towards the rock walls. They apply a dot. You don't want to break these walls. Let the tank break them with the strike. Boss applies a knockback strike onto random people. It's called Rushing Darkness. Echoing Fissure leaves behind a giant lava circle. You run out of this into the next zone. You can do a counterclockwise motion around the room. Let the tank break the walls first so you can get into the next area before the fissure gets casted. He'll also spam a bunch of swirlies to dodge. P2. 60%. He'll rebuild the walls. Tank once again has to go through the walls to break into the next zone. Sunder Shadow into Shadow Strike will break the wall. Here you have to focus the tentacle ads. P3 is 36%. Rebuild the walls again in Hero. Sunder Reality will generate portals and adds. Ebon Destruction, you just step into that purple circle before he finishes the cast. Sarkareth. Glitter is the AoE damage, defensive, and heal the cooldowns. Everyone will get marked with a pressing howl. You will want to cleanse by getting hit by the frontal or the line dash. Only need one clear, and if you do Fire Breath, make sure you're only in it for one tick. Better clear late as possible because it'll apply a debuff to you. There's a debuff applied to a tank, and the tank must mitigate it to prevent a lot of raid damage. Boss phase is around 62%. P2. Everyone goes under with a bomb, pick up the crystals, you get a max of 10 for a haste buff. Make sure to let the bomb debuff fall off before coming back up, and then you just take those 3 white circles to go back up. Abyssal Breath. Boss does a small strafe run that spawns adds that need to be CC'd and nuked. The bombs that you pick up need to be cleared in the under phase. To go under, you need to get 10 stacks of that debuff. An easy way to get 10 stacks in P2 is just stand in this circle. It's very important that you always bring these bombs down, even if it means AFKing underground for 15 seconds, just to be safe, but who doesn't enjoy edging? That dot debuff gets applied to everybody, so if you ever reach above 5, you might want to just go down just to help your healers out, to prevent less damage. Infinite Duress needs to be dispelled, they go near the edge, everyone stands semi-close to the platform for the knockback. P3, boss will phase at 40% and become immune once again. Small swirlies give you a stack of the debuff. If you get hit again to go down, this is also going to be the same method going down with the bombs in P3. Dodge the giant circle. After that, the ads will spawn with the boss, then your hero now. There's a soak that breaks these rocks. Everyone get into that, but only really break the rocks for a room. Once the swirly becomes dark, you run out of it. Those rocks are for safety later. You can stand in that to go down as well, but it takes some time. The best thing is those gray swirlies. If you ever become large, look at the edge of the room to see that arrow pointed at you, and just point that away from the group. Scouring Eternity. There will be the safe purple lines behind the rocks. You'll stand behind those to survive the hit. And that's it for the video. If this helped you in any way, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1K. If there's any information I skipped, I'll put it in the comments down below. I might do a mythic raid one, possibly dungeons, and class guides as well with once more information has come out. Let me know if this was helpful or maybe some short clips were needed instead. But yeah, I was just trying to make this as short as possible. But thank you for watching. Good luck in the raid. See ya.